Well, I'm glad I got it captured on camera for you good folks. Right now I'm just taking the Shrine of Storms into pure Black World tendency, but there you got to see the bleed effect. As I mentioned, it's a DOT in this game rather than a big whack of health all being lost at once. Alright, we've already done the Pure White World Tendency event for 4, the Shrine of Storms, so I went ahead and put that into Pure Black World Tendency, because there's a Pure Black World Tendency event there as well. For my loadout, I put some Soul Remains in the bar, because they may actually be useful for what we're about to face. And I'm going to go in body form, because why not? We don't have to worry about World Tendency dropping. So I put on the Clever Rat's Ring, which just could be useful if I get to low health, because that's the one where if your health drops below 30%, your attack power goes way up. Also, I've got on the Grave Robber's Ring, for a very good reason you will see momentarily. Let's get to it. There's our friend. As you may well have guessed, it's Black Phantom Satsuki. If we did not have on the Grave Robber's Ring, he would pretty much already be in our faces. He will rush you immediately as soon as you spawn in. But, since we do have the Grave Robber's Ring on, he can't see us at this distance. So what I'm going to do is creep up and make the skeleton stand up. And I'm going to pop him down with arrows so we can take him out of the equation. So Black Phantom Satsuki is actually pretty tough. There we go. Not only does that remove the skeleton from the possible list of concerns, it gives us time to ward. Because if I'm not mistaken, all he has is physical attack. Make sure we've got grass ready to fire. Alright, let's do this. Now he hits hard, but I think a shield is actually fairly useful here because he doesn't guard break all that well. And that's not bad damage even through warding, you can see. We've already taken off a fairly respectable chunk of his health. Of course, he's got much more to go. The big trick when it comes to Black Phantom Satsuki, though, is the fact that he has an unlimited amount of full heal grass. When his health starts to get low, a lot of times he will... Oh, shit. Oh, wow, that hurt. Go ahead and take a swing, my friend. There we go. Damn, that still hurts. As I was saying, he has an unlimited supply of full heal grass, which means when his health starts to get low, he may back off and try to heal himself all the way back up, undoing all of your work. Hey, I'm trying to eat here. So you do want to keep on him when his health gets really low. Otherwise, he'll just kind of laugh, munch on some greens. And that will be that. Just like he's trying to do right now. Ah, almost had him. Got careless there, thought I could burst him down the rest of the way, and not have to worry about reapplying my warding. Okay, skeleton is vertical. Gotta aim a bit low because they roll at you kinda quick, and downhill at that. You know, I should probably use this. Okay, I feel about ready. How about you, Internet? Whew. I keep underestimating how quickly he can get his attacks off. He can rush up and give me a swipe with that thing even before I've come out of my attack animation. But neither having to worry about poison nor a very limited mobility makes this a lot less painful than Cell and Vinland, I would say. Oh, he can't do anti-magic either. He's just katana pokes and grass. Thank you for obligingly letting me put my wording back on there. Right decent of you. I wanted to get back up in his shit there because I thought maybe he was going to grass. And you know, when he gets ready for that big swipe... Oh, it has tracking, never mind. I was going to say, when he does that, I thought maybe I could get behind him for a backstab. But no, it ain't going to work that way. Oh no! He did it! God, I forgot just how fast he can get that grass out. That's kind of a theme for Black Phantom Satsuki. He does a lot of shit faster than you would anticipate. Now the big question is, can I pull this out without dropping another spice, reapplying my warding, and not letting him heal again? I am skeptical, but I am damn well gonna try. Clever stamina management here can... Oh, shit! Not gonna waste too much of my heals. If this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go back to the drawing board. Oh, shit! Oh, Satsuki. Careful stamina management so you can quickly burst him down if he's about to use grass can be a very good idea. But I'm kind of poor at eyeballing when he's going to go for the grass. No! Oh, did you see that? I should have had him. That is the worst. That is just the worst. But you will probably notice I am doing pretty hefty damage to him, and that's because of my clever rat's ring. Okay, he's got to try and heal now. No! Oh, I thought he was going to pull it off again. Not a bad pile of souls for him either. Not brilliant, but it'll do. And for that, we get another gripless. Not really any exciting rewards for that. But we did it. We saw it. It's checked off the list. Oh, I was just stopping by 4-3 in order to start bringing this back down to pure black. And I totally missed a nice pile of grass here when I was fighting the Storm King in thereafter. I've gone ahead and put 4, the Shrine of Storms, back in the black. Why, you ask? We already defeated Black Phantom Satsuki and didn't even get a good reward for it. Well, the reason is very simple. The Primeval Demon of World 4 is quite easy to get to from the Adjudicator Archstone. there we are. Once you've completed your picture-perfect Reaper sniping, you'll want to go back to this place where we previously found an illusory wall. Open that up again. And as before, there's going to be a dual katana-wielding black skeleton here. So I'm just going to go ahead and ward up for my health, just to be on the safe side, as we are in pure Black World Tendency, and everything's going to hit like a truck. Nothing too special about this, though. We can handle this guy the way we always do. Oh, got some armor on that. Thank goodness for warding. Warding? Warding. Yep, missed my backstab. Alright, Storm Beast, we don't need you getting involved in this. There we go. I got a little dicier than I quite intended, but we won. And then you want to turn around this way. Hey, there's our disgusting bloated centipede. Also a gecko, which I missed. Oh well, we don't really tend to need the kind of upgrade materials that are in 4. What I do hope to get... Oh, it actually took a hit and lived. No, a few of them. Wow, you're tough. Okay, this is what normally happens. Just wanted to show you that that is in fact the way things usually go. I was spectacularly unlucky to not get the colorless demon soul drop from the first one. Or from another perspective, quite lucky. Because I got to, as I mentioned before, catch it on camera. Also, I neglected to go up here before, and there's a treasure anyway. The white bow, and some white arrows. I did mention that we were going to get a white bow, but this isn't actually where I was thinking of, so we're actually going to get another one later. Just stopping in for a quick leveling.
Thou seekest then, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou the main? Thou then, soul of the mind.
And what else should we do? We'll bring dexterity in line with our other main stats.
Lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou the main?
There we go. And now, on to more World Tendency shenanigans. Well, I got caught there with the lightning ball and the tentacle stab, and I actually lived. Unchecking in with you once again from Pure Black Tower of Latria, and introducing our next contestant, Black Phantom Lord Ridiel. He has some kind of aura around him, so there's some kind of status boosting his abilities in some way. I'm not sure what aura that is exactly. Oh, you know what? I think his weapon restores MP, so that's probably what it is. I don't remember what he has in the way of gimmicks. I don't think there's anything as crazy as Satsuki's bottomless snack bag, or anything like that. So we're just gonna treat it like a straight-up fight and hope that's accurate. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if his weapon does physical or magic damage, but I guess we're gonna find out. Well, one thing's for sure, the man can take a beating. Oh my god! Well, after that harsh lesson in focus, I looked up Ridiel, and his weapon does do magic damage. So I have stopped by and upgraded my Dark Silver Shield, here with my good buddy Ed. Our Dark Silver Shield is now +3. It could have been +4 if some bloated centipede silverfish thing that we know hadn't exercised its very rare right not to drop a colorless demon soul. But let's not be bitter. Anyway, while I was at that, I noticed that I only needed a little bit more hardstone and large hardstone in order to upgrade my purple flame shield another bit, and I always want to do that when I can. So I did a little shopping with Filthy, got the required materials. +7.
All done? Then be gone. I'll work alone.
Okay, forewarned and forearmed, let's see if we can make a better go of that whole Ridiel thing. Okay, lesson learned. This time, we've got the Dark Silver Shield to ward off that magic damage. I don't know if there's any physical component to his weapon, but I've got warding at the ready, so we can play that a little safe. And finally, don't get distracted by the hollow-type dudes and get stabbed in the back with a blunt object. That's the most important part. Okay, this shield is working out well for blocking his attack. It's not as stable as the purple flame shield, but the fact that it blocks damage is the really important part. Or blocks magic damage, I should say. I'm not getting too greedy because I do not know if this guy's attacks have any armor on any of them. Warding is off, but feels a little risky to go trying to put it back on right now. I don't want to get pushed too far back that I end up with my back against a wall. Just playing it real safe, poking from behind the shield, not going for crazy combos or anything. And I certainly do appreciate that he occasionally backs off and lets me recover my stamina a bit. Sometimes more than others. Ooh, broke my guard. Fortunately, he was not able to capitalize. Okay, enough opportunity to get my grass on. And little by little, he's fallen. His MP restoration thing isn't going to really help him because he doesn't use magic to the best of my recollection. Well, I'm kind of getting forced out of the hallway here. That's somewhat worrying. So I was saying his MP restoration isn't going to help him most likely because I don't think he actually has spells. And he can't eat all day like Satsuki. And he doesn't have the ability to blow our heads off with fire the way Scurver did. Or completely ignore shields the way that Selen did. Next hit has to do it. There we go! And for dropping our latest special Black Phantom, we get his phosphorescent pole. Let's give that a look. A long rod inlaid with a blue jewel that emits phosphorescent light. Bladeless and lightweight, it is magically enhanced and slowly regenerates the user's health. Lord Ridiel of the Outskirts took this from the Witch of the Sky. Here's another of those little dangling bits of FromSoft lore, making you wonder who the hell the Witch of the Sky is. Anywho, I was wrong, it's a health regeneration, not a magic regeneration, but all the same, didn't help him all that much. Right then, back to the Nexus. I have passed through the Nexus, which means the Tower of Latria is now back to neutral because we did kill a named Black Phantom there, Lord Ridiel. And I am now in Stonefang 2-2, because while we're showing things off and getting ready for the endgame, this seemed like as good a time as any to raid the nest of those crystal geckos that we've heard about. Optimally, you would have Wrath of God at this point and could just run into the middle of them and blast them all, but I considered that, but I really don't want to go grinding the faith for it. So we're just going to take out as many as we can. From the Arter Spider, that would be an interesting monster. From the Armor Spider Archstone, we head out here and down the tunnel to the left. By the way, this is where those proximity explosion things on carts come down. I already set them off. And we'll have to deal with the Minister real quick, like. Ah, thought I could head him off. I'll take his grass, though. And now down the lift. Hello there, little friend. We were just talking about you. What I really need is some chunks, and I don't seem to be getting them right now. But anyway, the passage here with the torches is progress. The one over here without, as you can see by the one we just set off, and the one we just killed, this is where the crystal geckos live. Okay, couple chunks there. Ah. A little more chunkage. Yeah, getting just a few of them like this is not really a profitable use of their spawns. Again, you really want to have something like Firestorm or, optimally, Wrath of God. But I do not. So we're just going to do the best we can, and I think I see a shiny over here. I don't remember this. What is it? A pure heartstone. Ooh. Well, you best believe I'm taking that with me. I don't know that we actually will get the shield up to +9, even with all this chunk farming. I'm sorry, the spear. I don't know if we'll get the spear all the way up there, but if we do, we'll have the pure sharpstone needed to take it to +10. Oh, and I did get a pure... Okay, I got a little confused because the, pure heartstone and... Yes, pure heartstone and pure sharpstone. I get a little confused because it shows you the thing that you picked up and then just gives you the failure message for the thing you could not pick up. Very glad I saw that corpse. Totally don't remember that. Anyway, we're gonna roll on back to the Nexus and set up another spawn round for the geckos, and we'll see what else we can get. Well, I raided on the Crystal Gecko nest until I ran out of Crystal Gecko respawns, and I didn't get very good drops at all. Especially in the realm of Sharpstone. I'm still a really long way from being able to upgrade my spear again. I just didn't get many chunks at all. However, with the hardstone chunks I was able to get from the Gecko nest, with a little supplementation from the Filthy Man, I'll be able to bring up the shield one more. So it's not a total loss. There we go. We have twin 8s.
You come back alive. I need your business.
So it's looking pretty unlikely that we'll get our weapon and shield up to +10 this round, but that's the way it goes sometimes. On the other hand, you may notice that to the left of our health, HP, and stamina bars, in the middle, it's all bright white now. And if I take a look at the world tendency screen, everything's at neutral, but in the middle, why goodness, Salad, you're positively glowing. Yep, that statue in the middle represents your character tendency. This is a much less important mechanic than world tendency, but it does have a few perks. We raised our character tendency by killing all those named Black Phantoms, primarily. I think you can also do it through co-op, and I'm not sure what else. I'll look that up, see if I'm missing anything important. At any rate, it's kind of alignment. Good actions push you toward white character tendency, evil things push you toward black tendency. And I believe we are at full white right now. And if that is the case, we can get a little prize for it. Hey, dead monumentals and one living monumental. It's been a while. Anything new to say to me?
Take this. It will be of help to you on your quest.
Ooh, a friend's ring. Thanks, friend.
The soul arts shall be lost once the old one is lulled back to slumber. A soul is the essence of thought, which is latent in all living things. You must never forget. The power that you now enjoy contradicts the essence of the soul, for it stems from demon magic.
I can't recall offhand if we heard that before, but in the event that we didn't and there is more new dialogue, let's try it out.
Have you visited the Pantheon at the uppermost floor? The Pantheon honors those like yourself who sought the demon souls. Perhaps one day your soul, too, will be honored in that same fashion. That is the most we can do to give you thanks. To give thanks to the brave and honorable warriors who must fight to reverse our sins.
Now that I know we haven't heard before. Monumental here is talking about online leaderboards, not relevant to our interests.
Have you visited the perhaps that is to give...
Alright, that looks like it's all we're getting out of them for now. Well, let's take a look at that shiny new ring of ours. A mysterious blue ring, entrusted to monumentals, increases attack power after becoming a phantom. This mysterious ring supports personal relationships, which helps warriors in other worlds, and in return, help the player. It's also a wish of her, the last monumental. Its partner, the foe's ring, is also said to exist. So yeah, it's entirely an online co-op thing, which is also not really relevant to us. But, hey, makes you stronger if you're helping someone out in co-op, and that has some value. Don't know if it's enough value to warrant actually using a ring slot on it, but it's a thing. I cannot for the life of me remember how to get the foe's ring. I'll have to look that up too. There is one little wrinkle to obtaining the friend's ring. There's an additional requirement, aside from just building yourself up to pure white character tendency. You also have to have said yes to the monumental at the very beginning of the game, right away, when she asked if you would help. It is a but thou must kind of question. That is to say, eventually you have to answer yes, but if you do not answer yes the first time, you are locked out of getting the friend's ring for that game cycle. Well, my friends, we have certainly been keeping ourselves busy today. A lot of pure black world tendency events, taking out those black phantom versions of people we had otherwise met, raising our character tendency. And I gotta tell you, I don't feel quite right. Remember at the very beginning of our journey, in which I was suddenly possessed by an attack of the evils and was compelled to kill the Maiden in Black? I don't know if it's a matter of spending too much time in pure black worlds, surrounded by black phantoms and primeval demons, or if raising our character tendency so much just rolled it over to pure evil, kind of like what happened with the Ilrath. Either way,
it's happening again!
Newfoundland!
You beast! What are you doing to me? Even beggars can fight back, you scurvy rat! Ha! You beast! What are you doing to me? Even beggars can fight back, you scurvy rat! Ha!
Are you out for blood? For heaven's sake, why on earth?
Well, I can feel the demon of LP completion removing its claws from my soul. Urge to kill, fading. Fading. But you know, I wouldn't be honest if I said that wasn't kind of a rush. I wonder if that's how Yurt felt every time he completed one of his missions. Wonder if anyone ever cleared that guy's stuff out anyway. Wait a minute. You're new to the Nexus. At least I can't remember seeing you before.
I can see that you have killed in the past. No one can blame you for that. Demon souls are too precious to relinquish. Perhaps a knight like you would have an interest in my offer. I want you to kill Saint Urbain and his followers. You will be rewarded amply. Do we have an agreement? A reason? Just think of it as an opportunity to extinguish a competitor.
Friends, say hello to Mephistopheles. We've seen her on some loading screens, but at long last, now that we have pure black character tendency, she finally makes herself known to us. And she gives us assassination missions. Well, we've kinda headed down the bloody path already. What's a few drops more?
Excellent. I'm relying on you.
Well, Urbane, my friend, nothing personal, but we just got ourselves a new job.
Do you have...
Any last words?
And purge the evil...
Only repetitive ones, huh? Do we have anything in our miracle slot? Oh, we can't actually afford any of our miracles.
Yes, I see. I certainly cannot force you to do anything. But you must remember this. A demon soul is a source of evil power.
Don't you condescend to me. Taking it out on you. Urbane, you just gonna kinda stand there? You gonna let this go? You don't even care, do you? Well, that'll make this easier. Wow, he's really not putting up much of a fight. Ah, that I think was a Wrath of God. Oh no, he can heal. Well, I suppose I should have expected that. I do think he does have access to Wrath of God, but how trigger-happy he is on using it I could not say. That might have been it right there. Saint gear, eh? And Saint's boots. These are just for the gentleman, right? Indeed they are. I thought we had a look at those earlier. Alright, Mephisto, I've done your dirty work. Now what?
Done already? Here is your reward. Take it.
That's pretty weak tea. Very weak tea, in fact, for slaying a master of miracles and his disciple.
Now, for your next task. I want you to kill Sage Frake and his apprentice. I will, of course, provide you with a reward of similar value.
Similar value? That's pretty weak. But you know, the stench of blood has become intoxicating.
Excellent. I'm relying on you.
Anything else to say for yourself?
What's wrong? I granted you a simple task. Get on with it. Next, you will kill Sage Frake and his apprentice.
Alright, Miss Bossy Pants. Oh, by the way, this gear that Mephistopheles is wearing, this is that stuff that you could find in Pure White's Tower of Latria that I just got lost trying to find and ended up punting on. Told you you'd get a chance to see it eventually. I believe it is the Rogue set. I could never turn on you, Thomas. So, Sage Frake and his follower, eh? Conveniently, Yurt already took care of half of that for us.
Bravo! I am 1 hour. The demons steep such blasphemy must... I am fully... I can...
Yes, this blasphemy must be ended.
What in the devil is wrong with you? What can you gain by killing me?
Probably just a stone of ephemeral eyes, but it's the thought that counts. Ah, looks like someone else is a fan of warding. And yep, that is going to do a real number on our damage output. Also, I should note that Frake is not like Scurver in having limited MP. Frake can cast spells forever. However, if you stay up in his shit, he may not ever have room. Welp, when faced with warding, Just hit a lot faster and harder. The Venerable Sage outfit. Did we find this before? I think this might have been one that we found in Latria. Let me take a look at that. If I recall correctly, that is also... Yep, that's also a bit of menswear. The Ring of Magical Sharpness. Did we have that before? Yes, we did. Well, let's go report our kill and get our stone.
Done already? Here is your reward. Take it.
It really was just another stone of ephemeral eyes. I'm starting to think I'm getting a shit deal here.
Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance of greed. There is more work for you. I want you to kill Patches the hyena. No reason for pause now, is there?
Ravenous countenance of greed. You got a lot of right to be telling me off for anything. You're gonna make me kill Patches? That really sucks. He's kind of the mascot of Souls. But if we want to see all the content, we're gonna have to.
Excellent. I'm relying on you.
Oh, dear friend. This is gonna hurt me as much as it does you.
No! I reckon they left...
No new thoughts, huh? Well, still can't do this with a clear conscience, but...
Fine.
In for a penny, in for a pounding.
You slimy little wretch.
He's a fellow spear and great shield bro, too. That makes this even sadder. He can also land a decent hit, it appears. And I can't get too careless about this, lest he restore all his health with that adjudicator shield he's got. Fortunately, he doesn't seem too aggressive. Perfectly happy to let me get my healings in. Just keeps poking from behind that big shield of his. What a cowardly act. Who would do a thing like that? Ah, keep hoping for that backstab. And his guard is very tight. Actually, a very tight guard gives me an idea. You just hang out there for a moment, Patches. I'll be right with you. Say hello to my transparent friend. Oh! Oh, it looks like blind inflicts bleed. I did not know that. Well, that makes this even easier. shouldn't have opened my mouth. Well, the good news for certain values of good is that he's already pissed off. You can just get right back to it. I never really got into the PvP scene in Demon's Souls. Of course, I never really get into the PvP scene in any of the Soulses. But I have to wonder if Blind was considered at all broken. Or were people just so inclined toward weapon two-handing the way I see a lot in the later Souls games? Shield stuff didn't really matter all that much. One more ought to do it. Sorry, bud. Well, we've already got one of those, but I'll keep it as a little memento. You. Look what you made me do.
Done already? Here is your reward. Take it.
Okay, actually that's a pretty good reward. As well it should be after the trouble he gave me.
Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance of greed. There is more work for you. I want you to kill Bjorn. No reason for pause now, is there?
More blood!
Excellent. I'm relying on you.
Beware the limits of your own power.
Good advice. Wow, Bjorn. From such a loudmouth, I wouldn't have expected being so slow to anger. He still doesn't know I'm trying to kill him.
What has possessed you? I may be old, but I'm not frail.
I know you're not. Been poking away at you, and this is the first sign you've shown of caring.
Beware the limits of your own power.
Still perfectly happy to converse with me, too. Maybe people, like, aggro at a certain percentage of their health gone? He still doesn't care. Bjorn would be so easy to cheese with the poison or death cloud thing. Bjorn, are you just completely unflappable? He gave me his aggro speech about, not being frail and all that. At this point, I'm really thinking he might be glitched. Bjorn's been kind of our glitch man this run, what with the whole disappearing after the penetrator fight thing. He's seriously never gonna retaliate. And apparently, if he gets knocked far enough away from his usual spot, he'll just kind of slowly walk back and you can backstab him. Well, I feel really bad about that one. It's kind of like kicking a very large, heavily armored puppy. Ah, the Ring of Great Strength. Got another set of brushwood. Guess we'll keep that as a trophy, but the Ring of Great Strength we didn't have before. With this great power, Twin Fang Bior equips a shield like a chunk of steel and a large crossbow, and wields a huge sword with ease. So as you can see by the beginning of the description there, this is like the Ring of Herculean Strength, except for your equipment, rather than your carrying load. Hey, you. I feel soiled after that one. He didn't even try to defend himself.
Done already? Here is your reward. Take it.
Well, at least the payouts are good.
Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance of greed. There is more work for you. I want you to kill Prince Ariona Alant. He goes by the pseudonym Ostrava. No reason for pause now, is there? Excellent. I'm relying on you.
Ostrava, eh? First of all, we now know that he is in fact the prince. King Alant is in fact his father. There were certainly some heavy hints to that previously, but we now have official confirmation. The tricky part of this is that Prince Alant is not here. He has already moved on to 1-4. I was actually not expecting this. I thought if Ostrava wasn't available, Mephistopheles would just move on to the next assassination target. So this actually does mess up my plan a little bit. What I was going to do was just clear out all the assassination subplot stuff this episode, and the next episode just head straight for the endgame, plow through 1-4. But the best laid plans of salads and men gang off the glay. Well, no matter. 1-4 isn't huge or anything. We'll find our golden armored mark. We'll collect the rest of Mephistopheles' blood money. And we will bring this whole sordid affair to a conclusion. Thank you all ever so much for watching. It is always a pleasure to get a visit from you good folks of the Interblops. If all goes according to plan, next time we should be able to wrap up our first run-through of Demon Souls, and I hope to see you then. Until that time, this is Evil Salad, and Evil Un, signing off. Today's bit of the old ultra-violence has been brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Grizzy, Tim J., Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Mechasaurus, DG Jono, Doug Russell, Dodecalope, Jerogue, Martin Schallenmakers, Mayo the Hedgefox, Hildegard Argelmach, IGV, Jazel, Joseph Hall, Hot Mayo Sandwich, Dan Larson, K. Ivan Rupert, Tiny Shopkeeper, Charlie Dunst, Kikoskia, Kobo4231, Yuka Takeuchi Fan, Chaotic Narrative, Mystery Accent, Lakota, Meiyan Ling, Renaman, Fate Everywhere, Rio, TJA, and other remorseless patrons. Thank you all for your very kind and extremely helpful support. It's really done a lot to ease the transition to my new normal. Subscribers, comment crew, and everyone, I'm so glad that you've been here all the while. Take care, everyone, stay cool, and I will catch you next episode. Hello out there, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a good time, and I've been glad to have you. If you enjoyed this video, new subscribers always brighten my day, and if you really dig my stuff and would like to support me on Patreon, I shall be very grateful indeed. You're also invited to go with the stream every Friday at twitch.tv/unplayedathing. Thank you again, and have a good one.